tell y'all one thing about me. I'ma get it regardless, bringing the hardest. Something you rarely see. Hell no, I don't know about you, but I make it do what it do. Hell no, I don't know about you, but I make it do what it do. Hell no, I don't know about you, but I make it do what it do. Hell no, I don't know about you, but I make it do what it do. One thing about me.
Yo, what it do, people? What's good with it? We in the building this Thursday night. Let's do something a little different as we end this year. Happy Thursday to everybody. Welcome to Easy on the Eyes podcast. It is your guy, KB. In the place to be. That's that old school saying right there. So right now, we dramming with the ghoul. Oklahoma's Fives. We got the whole crew in here today. Tell y'all one thing. I couldn't have been Shannon Sharp.
Hell no, I don't know about you, but I make it do what it do. Hell no, I don't know about you, but I make it do what it do. Hell no, I don't know about you, but I make it do what it do. Hell no, I don't know about you, but I make it do what it do. One thing about me.
Amen. We got the whole crew in here today. We got J-Dub. You know what Sports Talk with Jay. We doing it live today on this Thursday. My man T Nasty in the back. And Taz TV is in the building. For sure. What's up, people? What's up? Yeah, we is in the building. We'll give you all a little taste of this right there. We in here. What we got? We got a few more weeks left for the football season. And then we're going to go into the new year. So we're going to end this year off with a bang. Got my man J-Dub in the building. J-Dub, what it do?
Hey, man, glad to be here on this Thursday, man, so we can talk about this Thursday football. I agree with you. I couldn't been Shannon Sharp on there with Skip Bayless. Nutso. He going to try to take it personal. But that's what we get when we have these kind of folks. These telegraph sports shows. Thumbs down to all of them. This is real talk right here. We're not censored. We're going to talk about what we want to talk about, say what we want to say. Let's do it.
Yeah. Let me see. We got my man Taz TV. What up? Unmute your mic, Taz. Come talk to me. I don't know about you, Taz.
I'm in the building. Okay.
What's good with it, B? What's good with it?
Man, just get my little atmosphere together so I don't got to move when I get to talk.
All right. I got you.
We good. I'm ready.
Hey, Taz, you saw what I put in there that Tom Brady got destroyed, like I told y'all. Just a side note.
You're right.
And then I told you about those Chargers receivers too. You saw when he had both of those, Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, what he did, right?
Yeah, that was
facts of the facts. Facts of the facts, Taz. That's what it is.
It was bad.
Now look.
But did we see the Jaguars? Did the Jaguars have their business?
Now hold on. Before we get to all those games, let's stick on that Tom Brady thing. Because apparently that's been the controversy this week. Right? And
right.
With the Shannon and Skip and their little fiasco that went on. And what's the name of that segment? What's the name of his segment?
Oh, that's what is it called?
Skip Bayless.
Skip and Bayless. Skip and Shannon.
Skip and Shannon. Oh, yeah. Okay. So what? Let me get y'all feel for, because I got my take. I'm gonna give you my quick little take on it, and then I'm gonna pass it on to you guys. When I looked at it, it made me feel as if Skip really was in it. Not Skip. Yeah, Skip was really in his feelings, right? And because Shannon was talking about Tom, but man, he better than you and all that stuff like that. Bruh, I wanted to say, hold on, there's two different positions, but when it comes down to as far as an athlete, Shannon Sharp a far more better athlete than what Tom Brady is. Y'all know I've been telling y'all for the last few weeks. Tom Brady look frail out there right now when they play. They post when he be in that T-shirt doing them interviews. His T-shirt look oversized. He be looking big. But when it come down to the disrespect, and Skip been doing this for years, and I'm like torn. I don't know if I wanted Shannon to say something, well, slap him or something, or whatever. I ain't know what he did, but I didn't want him to just say, "You can have it." I damn sure ain't want to just say, "You can have it," but I know he said you can have it, so he can have his job. So, man, it just couldn't have been me. I would pass it to you, Jay. What you think? What you think about that, man?
So from my perspective is this though, KB. It's disrespect. You see how Jalen Rose had to get on him before, and the show is called Undisputed, just for a reference. So you see how they did a clip when Jalen Rose asked Skip Bayless, which you averaged 1.5 points in high school, which you was on JV and when you was a junior. When you out here talking about calling people bar spice and all this other stuff, you don't have any right to do that. So from my perspective, Shannon Sharp should have got all up in him. Because at the end of the day, we went from sports talk, opinionated talk, to personal. And that's what he did. Going to tell that man, you mad because Tom Brady played longer than you. You mad because he's better than you. That's personal.
Right.
But when Jalen said something about him scoring 1.5 points, he going to try to tell Jalen, you took it too far. Yeah. Skip Bayless take it too far all the time. He don't have any kind of skills. And all of a sudden, he just want to be on TV talking. But that's how all these guys do. ESPN, all these fake hosts that's talking about things they never done before. Never played the sport. Don't have any experience with the sport. Could never step on the court and score. Could never step on the football field and score. So be quiet. And Shannon, I commend Shannon Sharp. But that's the problem with us sometimes, man. As black people, we always have a number. And we always say it's about the money. But right there, that's disrespect. I wouldn't want to work with him again because that means you going to cross you crossed the line because it's always supposed to be about sports talk and professionalism. He crossed the line. He told that man, you mad because he better than you. How you going to tell another grown man that? He's in the Hall of Fame. You see how Shannon Sharp took his glasses off. He was about to lose it, but then he reeled it back in. But that's just total disrespect.
And look, hey, when he took his glasses off, I got offended when he told him, put your glasses back on. You know what I mean? I was like, what? Yeah, man. I was like, what? Yeah, I mean, but man, shoot, man. What you feel about that, Taz? What's your thoughts on that?
I feel like y'all a little bit too sensitive today on this Thursday. Y'all a little bit too sensitive today on this Thursday. You know what I'm saying? And I know y'all better than that. You know, I feel like this. It was a low blow. Yes, it was, because that would have been his partner. That's the guy they've been working with over 5 years and things of that nature, right? However, it's not too much of a big deal. Hopefully he apologized. I would love him to do it on screen, but hopefully he apologized backstage or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was egregious enough offense that he should quit or things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it was still an opinion. He just voiced it. Now, I didn't like it, but I agree. Tom Brady is better than Shannon Sharp. I didn't pick. What I mean by this, I wasn't the one to say quarterbacks is the best on the team. This was society did a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So the man got 7 Super Bowls, people. Got 7 Super Bowls. So I look at it, this not even gonna be an issue in another 24 hours.
You think so? I see it being a major issue going forward, for real. Hold on. So did they work together? Did they work together yesterday?
Well, yeah. I think it was soccer. It was soccer on the day. So it was on soccer on yesterday. I don't know about today, but soccer yesterday. So they They wasn't working together. I don't know about today. I didn't watch TV today. But Taz, what you fail to realize is this. Like, if Tom Brady said I'm better than you, that's one thing. Because that's man to man. But this is a man talking about another man telling a guy who he's worked with for 5 years, you're angry because Tom Brady is better than you. Because Tom Brady played longer than you. How can you tell another man that? That's just disrespect. And
you think so?
It's just disrespect.
Listen to it. Listen to it. Right? That's like me saying, like, it's something that I want to say. It was wrong. It was tasteless. I agree to that. But just think of the offense, though. Like, just him saying that another man better than you.
But
hold up. But he got offended when Jalen Rose said you only average
1.5 points.
You water Pistol Pete. He got offended with that. He said that was disrespectful. He came on the whole show after that, the whole next day, and wanted an apology and all. He came on the show bragging like, "Yeah, you apologized to me afterwards."
Right.
Yeah, and Jalen was like, "I was more so apologizing for hurt because you said it hurt your feelings. You know, not for what I said. You know what I mean?" But man, let me see. Hold on, I had T Nasty up there, and he popped back down. Troy, you there, Troy?
There you go.
Yeah, but see, KB, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. And see, Taz, if he would have not been offended by Jalen Rose when he told him he scored 1.5 points, I would agree with your argument. He got offended by that. So how can you turn around and offend another man saying he's angry because Shannon Sharpe is telling the truth? He's angry because Shannon Sharpe is saying Tom Brady's playing like a mutt. He's been playing bad all year. And the fact that I don't care if he won 6 or 7 Super Bowls. We're talking about this year only. He looks terrible out there. He looks like he's 45, like he should have stayed home with his kids. Plain and simple. And that's what Shannon Sharpe was saying. And then Skip Bayless got mad. Angry, emotions.
He lucky because if I was sitting in front of him, I'd have said he should have stayed home with his wife and kids, and that way Antonio Brown wouldn't have been up in his bed. Yeah, I'd have been throwing slurs like that at him. Yeah, I mean, like, what up, T Nasty? Talk to me, T Nasty. What you think? How you feel about that Shannon Sharpe and that Skip episode?
Why even entertain Skip Bayless, yo? Like Jalen Rose said, yo, you average 0.8 points. You know what I'm saying? Then you saying, like, how you saying he better than Shannon? He played quarterback and Shannon played tight end.
Exactly. That's what I said.
And then Shannon, he's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Fame tight end, may I add. You, Skip Bayless, you don't even know what the Hall of Fame smell like. You don't even, you can't even scratch the surface. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, yo. Be for real. Like, why didn't you entertain Skip Bayless, man? Why even entertain that?
Right.
It's crazy, yo.
All right.
Nobody never called my phone until I start doing something.
That's how life is. That's how life is. So look, but
yeah, like, and then with Jalen put him in his place. Yo, what Shannon should have said, for one thing, all he had to do, he could have shut him down with, yo, you ain't never been, and you never will be, and you are not a professional athlete. That's number one. You're not a Hall of Fame professional athlete. That's number two. You are sports announcer. You be on sports shows running your mouth. You ain't never ran a ball. You ain't never run ball. You was on the team. So you was like you said, you was water boy. You know what I'm saying? So embrace your role and like shit. I ain't on ESPN. I ain't on none of that. But I was on when Taz interviewed me about, me coming up playing sports, this, that, no. I ain't never say I was no all-star, but I did say I was on championship team. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say I was no big part, this, that, and other. But I'm going to tell you like this. any team I ever played on, my teammates, you will want me on your team. Just put it like that. Just put it like
Unless
that.
he's playing quarterback, because he ain't gonna pitch the ball. But other than that, yeah, you gonna like it.
But like I said, like Skip Bayless, yo, I don't even know why Shannon got so worked up like that, yo. Don't even pay, because Peyton Manning, what's his name? Tom Brady, he got 6 rings, right? But I don't even think he's the best quarterback ever.
I don't either. I don't think he's the best quarterback. I look at it because don't get me wrong. He did his thing, right? But it's a team and it's a joint effort. And if I want to break it down, because my team is in the AFC North, I always used to say, damn, the Patriots always got a cakewalk. They was always in a division, whereas though in their division was sorry as shit except them.
Always the sorry division.
They was always the sorriest division. They had the Bills, Miami, and the Jets. Those 3 teams are just now this year. I'm gonna say the Bills the last few years maybe.
As soon as they start coming on, he bounced.
Yeah, he left.
And then he's jumping the weakest NFC division. Look at that division now. They the front runners.
Now check this out.
Tampa Bay.
Let's check this out though. Before he even went to Tampa Bay, T Nasty, he always had the squad. They always had the squad in New England. Yeah. Always had a squad. Always had an offense. Always had a good offense around him. And when he went to Tampa Bay and won it, he had a good offense around him too.
And he been, not to mention, after his first ring, he been getting all the calls.
Right.
I used to hate when they used to play the Ravens. He used to get all the calls. Remember Bart Scott threw the flag in the stands?
Uh-huh.
He used to get all the calls. Especially after he got that first ring. When they crowned the gold boy, yo, he was getting Michael Jordan calls. And he still is.
Uh-huh.
Yo, real quick, we got a fantasy football question. Jayaz is asking, do you start Kenneth Walker over Rashad White? So from my perspective, man, start Kenneth Walker. You just got to check the injury report to make sure he's playing tonight. The game is within like an hour. So check the injury report. And if he's playing, I will play him. Right now, Rashad White, they're playing the Bengals. It's going to be a tough game for Tampa Bay. And also, Leonard Fournette is back, so they're sharing time. If you got an opportunity to play Kenneth Walker, I'll go with Kenneth Walker, Jayaz. Let me know if you have any other questions. So as you were saying, KB, I think it's total disrespect. They're not even the same position. Skip Bayless is just emotional, yo. And when you go with your emotions, you make bad decisions, which he did. And I understand what Taz is saying, that it's just he wouldn't quit or anything like that, but that's just total disrespect. When a person takes it to emotions and comes at you like that on live TV, you got to take it personal, like he did. And you got to reevaluate that whole situation. Is it worth being on Undisputed with him, sitting across from him, and you got to look at him every day knowing that he said those things to you? That's just like Draymond Green. That's like Draymond Green when he punched that dude in his face. And everybody kept saying that clip, and you on the same team with him? We just didn't grow up like that. That would never happen with us.
I got to get my
a different culture. Very different culture, man. That would never happen. A dude punched me in my face and we on the same team, but we don't have a dispute about that. It's not going to happen.
Yep. All right, so look, I'm gonna drop down, right? So y'all can go ahead and get started with today's games and all that, this week's games. We got a game tonight starting in about an hour, right?
Yeah, that's what I was at.
All right, yeah, I want to get that pick in.
Okay. So let's get to it, though, man. You know, I'm not going to talk about what we talked about last week. I already told Taz about Tom Brady, told Troy about Tom Brady, told Taz about the Chargers receivers when he got the top two guys, how Justin Herbert does his things. Even though Taz was trying to tell me about receiver 3, 4, 5, and 6. Irrelevant. But let's get to it, though, right? Let's get to it. Oh, we got the Thursday night game.
What week is this again?
Week 15. Week 15.
15, yeah.
So we got the Thursday night game. We got the 49ers starting their third quarterback, the dude Purdy, going against Seattle Seahawks, who's coming off a a tough loss. And I'm not going to get into this. We'll wait after we make our picks because Taz was like Geno's playing good football. Troy was like he wasn't. We'll get into that after the picks. So we have the 49ers going against the Seahawks. The Seahawks are at home. And hopefully, they'll come to play. I'll let you go first, Taz. Talk about it.
Now, listen. I did say Geno was playing good. I did, but now he's going against the 49er defense. Good people. He's going against a good 49ers defense, and a team is gelling right now. Even the loss of the Playboy, they still playing good. They got a W last week. So you said don't give us out. Don't give you the score or nothing like that right now, right?
No. I said we'll talk about how you were saying Geno was playing good and Troy was like he wasn't. We'll talk about that dispute about that situation after we talk about the scores and everything like that. We'll do that. We did that last, but you can give the score and your perspective for sure.
I got a 24-16 49ers.
Okay, I like it. So Troy, shoot away, man. We got the 49ers against the Seahawks.
49ers. Mr. Irrelevant. Looking good. Kind of looking like that boy in maroon and gold in Washington. You know what I'm saying? Coming out, there ain't nobody know him. He's throwing the ball all over the place, full of confidence. He got people around him. But Debo hurt. Debo goes down. Now, what's the guy that just came from Carolina?
McCaffrey.
His load will get bigger. It's a matter of time.
He stay hurt.
It's a matter of time. And then, now let's get on overrated, Mr. Overrated, Trent Williams. Now, mind you, 2 quarterbacks got put out for the year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Trent Williams, you know how they always praise him, this, that, he this, he that, this, that, and that. 2 quarterbacks got put out for the year this year in San Francisco, right?
Mm-hmm.
History repeating itself because when he had on that maroon and gold, he was on that same line. They got our 2 quarterbacks put out for the year. Every time they getting hit, he the one chasing the damn man.
Listen, I apologize right now. Because you got to put some context on this. Is you still salty?
So look,
still salty, Troy, because he decided to leave Washington, get paid, and go out there to the West Coast with the 49ers and have a chance for a Super Bowl? Are you still in your feelings about that?
No, look, I'm telling you, the point I just made. I was ready for his ass to leave. I've been ready for him to leave because he stayed hurt. And then when they did put him on the field, he got 2 out quarterbacks put out for the year. That's why Heineke started playing in the first damn place. So then he goes to San Francisco, and they boosting him up again. And what happens this year? 2 quarterbacks put out for the year. I'm just saying, like,
which one of y'all can
if I was a lineman, I would be ashamed to be a part of a line. You supposed to be the prototype left tackle, whatever, right? But I ain't really never heard of another left tackle like of his caliber. They got 2 quarterbacks put out for the year in the same year. I'm just saying.
But how you gonna blame it all on him though?
He the left tackle. And when the quarterback is getting, you say how I'm blaming it on him? Because when I really can't go back to the San Francisco quarterbacks because I wasn't really watching that game. But I know when he was in Washington and our quarterback got put out, and the man that hit the quarterback, his ass was chasing them.
Cool. Let's get the score, Troy.
He was the one chasing. So you said what's the score?
Yeah, give me the score.
I do think San Francisco gonna win because Geno is turning back into Geno, looking shook. They're gonna get and they got the best defense in the league, so they're gonna play some D. You know what I'm saying? All that hooping and hollering, Seattle, 12th man and all that. Detroit wasn't trying to hear none of that last week, so I know San Fran ain't. Might be 20-12.
Okay.
San Fran.
Okay.
Okay, so I look at it from this perspective. This is Mr. Irrelevant first road game. You know, his first road game, he's gonna be there with the 12s. Key element for Geno Smith this last week he didn't have Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker is his safety blanket. He has to have a running game in order for him to do the play action pass. He do have weapons on the perimeter. He has Lockett and he has DK Metcalf. So if they can churn up that running game and give Geno time, I think he'll play better football. With that being said, San Francisco has playing lights out defense. But I'm interested to see, without Debo, if this dude, Mr. Irrelevant, can make enough plays to beat the Seahawks. I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to go with Seattle in a close game. I think Geno plays better football, even though I don't trust Geno. I think they play better football in Seattle with the 12th man. They'll key in on McCaffrey, make Purdy make plays. He still has George Kittle. He still has Brandon Ayuk. But I think in this kind of platform, in this short week, he's banged up. He got hurt ribs. His oblique is hurting. So he banged up a little bit. I think they put some pressure on him. And they got lockdown corners on the outside. They did a good job in the draft. So I got it 2017 Seattle. And getting back to the Geno talk, right? Geno has been playing terrible these last 2 weeks. And Taz was trying to praise him. Troy
can't hear you, yo.
Oh, my fault. So we started last week. Taz, so y'all ain't hear nothing I said, did y'all?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so sorry about that. So basically what I'm saying is this is Mr. Irrelevant first week on a road game. So he's going in there with the 12s. So I think it's going to be a different experience for him. He got an oblique injury too because he got banged up last week. I think it's going to put a lot of pressure on McCaffrey, like you said, Troy. If McCaffrey can't handle that pressure, he might get hurt again. San Francisco is the walking infirmary. Every time you turn around, somebody's hurt. George, you know, they always getting hurt because they play so physical. And that physicality makes you be down to your third quarterback. Geno hasn't been.
Hold on, Jay. Hey, Kimmy. Dang. KB. His name is Jason Darbone. He's trying to get on. I'll guess. Okay. Jason Darbone. J-Bone. He's trying to get on.
What's his team? What's Jay's team? What's his team?
J-Bone team is the Saints.
The Saints?
But he ain't been going with them all year.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Smart
like you said though, Troy, McCaffrey, that load is going to get to him, and now he might get nicked up too because he's been out the last 2 years. Without Debo, I think it puts more pressure on Purdy to try to get into his playmakers, George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk. I think on the other side though, Geno hasn't had Kenneth Walker. Geno needs that run game so he can do the play action pass and get it to Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. I think with Kenneth Walker coming back into the lineup today, that'll help him play better football because he's been playing terrible football the last 2 weeks. Getting back to your argument, when Taz was saying Geno was that guy, you were saying that he wasn't. We starting to see the real Geno out here trying to make plays and becoming more than what he is. But I'm gonna go against the grain, and I'm gonna go with Seattle 2017. I think in order for Seattle to continue this round to get to the playoffs, if they lose this game, they're gonna basically be out of it. I think they come away with a squeaker and win 2017.
I feel like you. It sounds like you got just a little hope for Geno. You got a little hope for him.
I got what I'm looking at, Taz, is this is the dude, Mr. Irrelevant, first road game. And them 12s is going to be different for him. He's been in the comfort of San Francisco, everybody pulling around him. How is he going to look out of San Francisco? In Seattle, with all that noise, how he's going to be able to make those calls when you have a guy that's new starting, that crowd noise gets to him. A lot of false starts and a lot of miscommunication. And I think it's going to take him off his game. That's what I'm looking at. Not Geno at all. Just the fact that he on the road. So, and from a fantasy standpoint, if Kenneth Walker is playing, you play Kenneth Walker. On the other side, you play George Kittle, you play Brandon Ayuk, you play Christian McCaffrey. I think they're explosive on the other side. You definitely play San Francisco defense. I really believe, like I said, 2017, that's just what I feel. I'm not going to tell you to put any money on that, but that's just my feeling. San Francisco is playing lockdown defense. I don't think they're the best team in the NFC, but they have been playing lockdown defense. But the key element against bad quarterbacks. That's what we didn't understand. Has they played lockdown defense against good quarterbacks? They haven't had it face a good quarterback yet. So we'll see. Let's get to the next game. Keep in mind, people, we have 3 games that's going to be on Saturday. So that means if you're trying to set your lineup, don't think about, hey, I have till Sunday at 1 o'clock to set my lineup. It's 3 games on Saturday. 3 games. Remember that. So let's get into the second game on Saturday. We have the Baltimore Ravens, who for some reason pulled out another squeaker last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers, going against the Deshaun Watson, Cleveland Browns in Cleveland. So, Troy, I'll let you go first.
You said a Baltimore Cleveland?
Yeah.
I can't turn my back on my city. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
Turn your back on your city.
Can't turn my back on the city. I'm looking for the Ravens defense to step up.
Last year.
Game is in Cleveland, right?
Last year.
I'm looking for Cleveland to try to pound the ball. It's gonna be classic AFC North dogfight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking for the Ravens defense to try to step up. Looking for the Ravens to try to pound the ball too. The game gonna be played in between the 30s. Ugly game.
Lamar back?
No. But I think oh, homeboy got it.
He's still in concussion protocol?
He's still rusty.
Is he still in? Hold up. Is Huntley still in concussion protocol?
He actually practiced on Wednesday, so I think he might play.
Okay.
But I'm looking for the Ravens. The field goal. Man, 5 field goals. 15-12 Ravens.
Oh man.
Ugly game, 15-12. Played in between the 30. Tucker he gonna kick a couple 60-yarders. And they're gonna win on his foot in the Ravens defense. Looking for the Ravens defense to step up.
Okay. Go ahead, Taz.
Weeks, and Baltimore been skating off with victories. This is not your Baltimore Ravens team from old, people. Like I've been stating this, that y'all do have cornerbacks that can tackle. Y'all have cornerbacks that love to hit. However, this is a passing league, baby. And I believe Deshaun, every game is getting better. They still got two running backs back there. What's his name still hurt? He's still hurt. Why you say one you don't like? You don't give him Hunt the credit?
Hunt ain't been the same this year. Ever since he asked for that trade request, he ain't been the same. I think he'll be back next year when he get traded. Go to another team. But go ahead.
They
got arguably the best running back.
He said Adam.
Hey Troy, type it in the chat, yo. Type it in the chat.
Oh.
Go on, Taz.
Yeah, so and I also feel as though that you can run on this Ravens defense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's so blasphemy that when there's another quarterback behind center, it seems like the offensive coordinator can open the playbook up, right? So I believe that they're gonna do the same thing this week. It's gonna be an ugly game again, but I think the buck stops here because they're gonna have a quarterback that's gonna really use his mind, that can really throw the ball, You know what I'm saying? And the coaches gonna make the game simple. Gonna make the game simple. If they went back and looked at anything the Steelers did last week, I like Cleveland 24-21 over Baltimore.
Yeah, you know what? I like it, Taz. I like it as well, Troy. So I'm gonna kick it from this perspective. Like you said, Deshaun Watson is getting better and better. I seen him make this out throw to Amari Cooper last week, and I'm like, oh, that's the old Deshaun. And when I see that, and I see the Baltimore barely beat Denver, who was struggling scoring like 13 points a game, 10-9, and they came back this week and barely beat Pittsburgh, even though Trubisky threw 2 interceptions, only beat them by 2 points. So like you say, Taz, they're skating by. And that skating gonna stop this week. I think you're gonna see the real Deshaun Watson this week. Cleveland's gonna come out on fire. His first home game. So that crowd is gonna be crazy. His first home game. He's been on the road since he's been back. His first home game. Nick Chubb run the ball. He get the ball out to Amari Cooper. He get it out to David Njoku. They key in on the run game, even though JP Dobbins is back and he had a big game last week. I think because they don't have perimeter weapons and it's all Mark Andrews, you double Mark Andrews and force Huntley to make plays. Like you said, Pittsburgh showed them the blueprint last week. I'm going Cleveland 20-13. Deshaun Watson going out there, making the plays with his legs, getting the ball to Amari Cooper and his playmakers, and they winning the game. So I agree with you, Taz. The buck stops here.
Mm-hmm. All right.
From a fantasy standpoint, you start Nick Chubb, you start Amari Cooper. On the other side, you start Mark Andrews, even though they're going to double him. JP Dobbins is having a big game, and the Ravens don't have no outside weapons. They're fortunate to be 9-4 because a lot of these games that they could have went the other way. And don't get it wrong, I'm from Baltimore as well, but I'm not a Baltimore fan. Just keeping it real. The next game we have is another Saturday game. We have the Indianapolis Colts going against the Minnesota Vikings. We did see Minnesota get beat by the Detroit Lions last week. And if you're a 10-win team, you don't let Detroit come into your building and beat you like that. That makes no sense. So we got Indianapolis Colts with a reeling Minnesota Vikings. Go ahead, Taz. I'll let you take it.
I like the Vikings, baby.
Kirk Cousins?
I like the Vikings.
Kirk Cousins?
I like them. I like the Vikings. I like the Vikings. That's the team that I do like I pay attention to them. What's his name? Patrick Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
Future Hall of Famer.
Agreed.
You know?
He lost a step though, so I don't put that much pressure on him right now.
I mean, you know that that's understandable. But the game is slowed down in his mind.
Agreed.
They got a top 3 wide receiver. They're not gonna do but so much. You know what I'm saying? Come back to me with the score, but I got Minnesota, but I'm going over the score.
Okay.
I might be in and out sometimes, Joe. I'm on the plantation.
Got you, Troy. So go ahead, Troy. So this game right here is the Indianapolis Colts against the Minnesota Vikings. The second one of the Vikings.
It's at
Minnesota.
It's at Minnesota, right?
At Minnesota.
At Minnesota, both dome teams. That ain't gonna be a factor. They got a new coach, man. They just in disarray. They was on motion that first week when they won that game. But Vikings, they what? They lost 2 games.
No, they 10-3, but they got smacked by
10-3.
Detroit. But they got smacked by Detroit last week. Yeah,
they got smacked by Detroit, but Colts ain't doing no smack. They at the office for the Vikings. I don't think it's going to be too much of a beatdown. Just they at the office. 23-13. Vikings. They're just going to go through the motions and win the game.
Yeah, short week. Saturday game, go through the motions, win the game. and get
My
that
man
bitter,
was trying to get on Cape, man.
and get that bittersweet taste out of that mouth and losing to Detroit. Go ahead, Taz. Give me a score.
I'm gonna give you 28-10.
Wow. Okay. So, what I do know is Minnesota defense gave up 26 points to New England when New England couldn't score 10 points against the Jets. And from an offensive standpoint, the Colts don't have really much to offer. I don't trust Minnesota defense, but I do trust their offense. I don't trust Kirk Cousins, but I trust his weapons. I trust, of course, you got to trust one of the best receivers in the league, Jefferson, and then you got one of the top running backs in the backfield. So I think you take the ball out of Cousins' hands and you allow the running game to take control. You force Matt Ryan into making plays, which he can't anymore, and Minnesota wins that game. I got a 28-17. And 28-17. From a fantasy standpoint, Justin Jefferson, of course. You have Adam Thielen, but I don't know about that. T.J. Hockenson at the tight end, absolutely. And then you have, can't think of the running back. What's the running back, Taz, for Minnesota?
For Minnesota,
from Florida State.
What happened to the Saints?
Yeah. Number 4. Cook.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook. So you got Dalvin Cook. Thanks, Taz. Dalvin Cook in the backfield. On the other side with Indianapolis, you got Taylor, who was one of the brightest points for fantasy last year. He having a down year. And you got Michael Pittman on that side. So, we all have Minnesota winning that game. Should be.
I can't hear you, yo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We can hear you, though. We can hear you. So, go ahead and mute yourself, Troy, because we can hear you, but you can't hear us. Go out and come back in. Yeah. So the last game of the night on Saturday is the Buffalo Bills against Taz Tua Dolphins. And as we saw the last 2 weeks, that's the real Tua. We've been saying the fake Tua. So they go to the Chargers, and he looks like that against one of the worst defenses in the league. And now he has to go to.
Keep it some context underneath of this. Keep it some context underneath. Like his line is not there. Remember his line. We got his offensive, his left tackle been out now.
But Taz, you was amping him up like he was that guy. I've been saying he ain't that guy, and I still been saying he's not that guy. Justin Herbert is that guy. If they had Justin Herbert, it would be no question where they was going at. Right now, it's kind of wavering. They don't know. Do we have a guy? Do we not have a guy? Be honest. Because if they had a guy, they would have been trying to trade for another guy.
Hold up, though. That was at the beginning of the year before he made Tyreek and Waddle 1,000-yard receivers. That happened at the beginning of the year. Like, we didn't know. I didn't know even myself. I was like, he still has some things to show me, but he showed me enough he showed me enough now that if you protect him, he could get you the ball. I know he throw little ducks sometime and things of that nature, but I think he's good for that team. And Buffalo, they not looking as strong as they did. They looking like they need a break.
Okay, so go ahead. It's on you, Taz. Talk about
it. It looked like, first of all, I'm taking the Bills. Second of all,
all of that, you taking the Bills.
But if y'all pay attention to the Bills, though, they not looking like they was looking about 5 weeks ago. I understand it's getting later in the season, but it's looking like the season starting to take a little toll on them. You know what I'm saying? So I like to see them bounce back into form. I like to see them bounce back into form. And Miami going up to Buffalo to play, right? Correct?
Miami
still got Buffalo.
Yeah, Miami coming to Buffalo, where it might be 2 feet of snow.
That's why I'm taking Buffalo. Because it's cold up there. My man already throw ducks. So I can just imagine he gonna have to really put something he gonna really have to put something on up there with that wind. And you don't know if it's gonna snow or not, you know? So I'm taking the Bills. 24 to 10.
Yeah, so let me give you a stat, man.
Mm-hmm.
Tua is 0 for 4 in weather under 50 degrees. So this pretty much guarantees that he's going to lose in this kind of weather. He's from Hawaii. He don't know what cold weather is, right? So
I mean,
going up to that park and playing in that weather when they know it's going to be cold.
mm-hmm.
And you see that coach, had a T-shirt on saying, "I wish it was colder." Mentally, he's gone. Why would you wear a T-shirt like that saying you wish it was colder? You know you don't wish it was colder because you got to stand on that sideline that whole time. And that, yo, did you realize they took heaters to Los Angeles last week?
But see, you guys sometimes coaches play little mind tricks with their team. My message that I got from it that he did that to let he did that just to let his team know, oh, I'm out here. Don't y'all focus on the weather. We got everything. Y'all gotta be mentally tough when we playing in this snow or in climate weather. So
see, Taz, it's easier said than done, right? Your coach should not be putting on a shirt to say, "I wish it was colder." He should be concentrating on the game plan and how he gonna make Tua look better because he looked like trash the last 2 weeks. You to me, what it sends is it's a message of fear. When you putting on a coat saying, "I wish it was colder," and you still in 80 degree weather or 75 degree weather, it ain't cold there. You know yourself, Taz. When it gets cold, them fingers get nubbed, them fingers get cold, them feet get cold. It's different. You don't even want to go out on the field. You want to stay by the handle like this.
Your ears get cold.
Yeah, you want to be like this. Yeah. And I don't think those Dolphins ain't never been an outside team. I think it's going to be a beatdown. I think Tua might get hurt this week. You saw how they was hitting Mike White last week? Wow. You saw how they was hitting Mike White?
He don't have his left tackle.
Even if he had his line, it don't matter. Because he's a fragile guy. He's an injury-prone guy. Let's be honest. He's small and he's brittle. And if they hit him like they hit him like they hit Mike White, it's lights out for him. Be honest. And I think it's going to be a beatdown. I got it 28-13 Bills. And I got Tua maybe get knocked out of the game. And the Dolphins season going down.
That ain't bad.
Okay, let's get to it. So now we got the Philadelphia Eagles going against the Chicago Bears.
Yes, indeed.
Go ahead, Taz.
What we playing at? We playing at
Chicago.
We're gonna simplify the game. We're gonna simplify because it's gonna be windy, cold out there. You know, I feel like we're gonna go. Last week I said we were going. There was a statement game last week, so this week it's a new week. We ain't taking nobody lightly, but I'm going 35. 10.
Hey, I'm going 31-10. I'm right there with you. I'm going 31-10. I think it's going to be a Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders game. The running game going to get churned up. You see what kind of game Miles Sanders had last week? Churned it up. You know what I'm saying? This is his first year going over 1,000 yards. That's what people don't understand. He got 11 rushing touchdowns when everybody was talking about they don't even know what he was going to do this year. It's crazy, right? So you saw Parsons go on a show saying Is it Jalen Hurts or is it the system? When is the hate going to stop, man? When is the hate going to stop?
I don't know. I don't know. Now, we see eye to eye on this. We see eye to eye on this.
When the hate going to stop?
This is how I feel. Go ahead. My fault, Jay. Go ahead.
I said, if this is Pat Mahomes with this kind of offense, would they be talking about is the system of Pat Mahomes? No. If there was any other quarterback, would they be saying that? What they need to be talking about is how bad Dak Prescott looked. Y'all paying him $40 million. He looked like crap. Go ahead, Taj.
I'm not tripping on. It's like I feel like when people say we ain't playing nobody, we not in Pop Warner. When people say we ain't been challenged or we've been challenged. We playing the same teams everybody else playing. When they talk about our quarterback, he got the same stats that Lamar Jackson had when he won MVP. But we talking about a man that can throw better than Lamar, and he can read defenses already. You know what I'm saying? So
talk about it. The
future is bright. Listen here, good people. We a year off. We thinking this was gonna be next year. We early. You know what I'm saying? We early. So Jay, you got it, Jay. Because I just get tired of the haters too, man.
See, this is just what they don't understand, right? And I'm just going to give y'all straight facts. Jalen Hurts hasn't had a bad game this year. Pat Mahomes just threw 3 interceptions against Denver last week. Did y'all forget that?
He lost.
Josh Allen throwing interceptions and turning the ball over a lot in the last 3 or 4 weeks. I will say this, though. Joe Burrow was playing good football. And I give him all the credit in the world. He lost. T. Higgins played 1 snap last week. He didn't have Jamar Chase for like 3 or 4 weeks playing good football.
That's my guy.
You know,
Cool
and I give Cool Joe all the credit in the world. But right now, Jalen Hurts is playing the best football. And I'm gonna give y'all a precursor. If he goes out there like I know he will, and Jerry next week on Christmas Eve and show out against the Cowboys, book it. MVP. Straight like that. So, on to the next. I like it. And from a fantasy standpoint, you start Jalen Hurts, of course. You start Miles Sanders. You got A.J. Brown. You got Devontae Smith balling out. And maybe Dallas Goedert will be coming back after that cheap shot by the Commanders that put him out 4 weeks. Maybe. On the other side of the ball, you had Justin Fields, who's having an amazing season. He's up. He has a chance to break Lamar Jackson's season record for the most rushing yards from a quarterback. So we'll see. On that side of the ball, you got David Montgomery. You have Justin Herbert. You have Cole Kmet at the tight end. And on the outside, you don't have no outside weapons because outside weapons got hurt. Philly defense is going to shine. Go out to Chicago and make it happen. 31-10. Let's make it happen. So the next game, you have the Detroit Lions, upstart Lions, going against the New York Jets. The Detroit Lions went into Minnesota and gave work. But we got to remember that's a dome stadium, and they playing a dome stadium. Let's see what they do on the outside, where we know it's going to be cold. And that gets to that Jets defense. See if Jared Goff can step up to the plate when he doesn't play well in cold weather as well. If you look at his record in cold weather, he's not that guy. So Taz, go ahead and talk about
it. Jared Goff, man, I thought he was gonna be good. He's not bad. He ain't bad. He average. Again, I like it. I'm still thinking about the school, but I like Detroit on this.
Wow. Really? Okay. So right now the injury report is saying that Mike White might start. And so we have a precursor with that. If Mike White starts, I think that Jets defense gets after Jared Goff, even though they have weapons, and they win that game. Because it's a pivotal game for the Jets, because if they lose this game, they might fall out of the playoff contention. So I'm looking at the Jets. stopping that streak by the Lions, and I give the Lions all the credit. Dan Campbell and all those people, I give them mad credit because they playing tough football. Right. And they got a hell of an offense. But that defense is susceptible because that defense is not all together. So I got the Jets winning 24-16. And just pulling it off because Jared Goff record in cold weather is terrible. So we'll see. Go ahead, Tad.
I take Detroit 16-13.
Wow.
I love both of them coaches. They defensive minded coaches. You know what I'm saying? I love them guys. I love both of them coaches right there. But for some reason I'm gonna stick with Detroit.
But you know, Taz, like the defensive coaches are falling off the map because it's turning into an offensive league. So that's why you're seeing most of these teams getting offensive coaches. Brian Dable, offensive coach, and Sean Payton gonna be in the Chargers. He an offensive coach. He gonna make sure Justin Herbert get to the next level.
We'll see.
Yeah. So we got the Pittsburgh Steelers, and shout out to the Rooneys because you always keep it real. Going against the Carolina Panthers. Literally, if the Carolina Panthers win this game and Tampa Bay loses, they're going to be in first place in the NFC South. So it's a pivotal game for them as well. Go ahead, Taz.
Wow.
Information.
Wow. Well, I'm Carolina's gonna let me down, but I'm gonna go with Carolina. Since you told me that, I'm pretty sure that the whole team is focused on that. I'm gonna take Carolina 24-21.
24-21?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go Carolina for sure. I don't think Carolina's gonna let you down. Sam Darnold's been a quarterback the last couple of weeks. He's playing mistake-free football. They're running the ball at a high rate. Defense is playing complimentary football. If Mitchell Trubisky starts, he's a turnover machine. If Kenny Pickett was starting, I would have faith. And I think if Kenny Pickett was there, they'd beat the Ravens last week. So with Mitchell Trubisky starting, when he threw 2 interceptions to the same, trying to throw it to the dude Firmoff, do the same thing, making mistakes. I think Pittsburgh comes to Carolina, and Carolina beats them 24-17. And the run game and the defense steps up. On the other side with Mitchell Trubisky, I don't know what's going to happen, man. He's just not a good football player.
No,
he's not a good football player. Man. And I think because of that, that's why the Ravens won last week, because he turned the ball over in the wrong times. Because the Ravens have been skating through the last 3 weeks. 10-9 against the Broncos? Are you kidding me? You score 10 points and you win the game? That's unheard of. But as we see, that's what happens, man. Bad teams will find ways to lose. Next game. This is not going to be much to talk about, Taz. Kansas City Chiefs against the Houston Texans. Should be quick.
38-10. Kansas City.
Just like that. So I got it the same. I got it 41-10. I think Pat Mahomes goes out there and goes berserk. Him, Kelsey. I think McCole Harmon coming back. The defense is going to get after David Mills. They don't have that guy Pierce, the running back. He's out 1 to 3 weeks with a high ankle sprain. So they're not going to be able to run the ball. Defense is going to give up. And I think Lovie Smith blew that money by not getting the ball in the end zone so they could beat Dallas last week. Lovie Smith, that was it. But you blew it. 41-10. Pat Mahomes, of course, Kelsey. You got the running back in the backfield. Ichiro, start him. And maybe Juju Smith. Even though I'm not a fan of Juju, maybe Juju Smith. Next game. This is a pivotal game as well. We got the Atlanta Falcons going against the New Orleans Saints. Before you start, though, Taz, the Atlanta Marcus Mariota has been put on IR and they're starting a rookie from Cincinnati. Atlanta starting a rookie from Cincinnati.
Who? Give me the injury report on the other team.
On the Saints side, there's really no injuries. You got Andy Dalton starting, even though Jameis Winston is healthy, and they coming off a bye, and they playing in New Orleans.
I take it 24, 14.
I like it.
Saints.
Now, I don't really understand what the coach is doing. I don't understand why Jameis is not starting. You already know who Andy Dalton is. You're coming off a bye, and Atlanta starting a rookie quarterback. I got the Saints winning, kind of like what you said, 24-10, something like that. Not really a good game, and Atlanta's just throwing a white flag, waving a white flag and saying, "Hey, we're going to see what we got with the rookie quarterback, so we can go into next year with a young team and trying to make strides." On that side of the ball, I have Alvin Kamara doing his thing, having a big game because Atlanta has been susceptible to the run. I don't know what Andy Dalton's going to do. Saints defense is going to step up. On the other side, with the injuries and stuff like that, you got Patterson running the ball, and you have Pitts, who's been injured. He's out. So you have the rookie receiver that may get some shine. Once again, I have it 24-10. Hey, Troy, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so the game is the Atlanta Falcons against the New Orleans Saints.
Divisional game. Division still wide open. Last week, with them couple teams losing, with Seattle with a couple teams losing, that brought Carolina back into the fold. So, Mariota, what's the situation with Mariota? We right on time too.
Yeah. Hey, Jason, mute yourself for right now, and then I'm gonna let you go on. Mute yourself.
Hey, hold on, man. Let me get some light action going on so you can see.
Okay, so hey. Jason. Hey, Jason, what's up, bro?
Yeah, hey, man.
Hey, mute yourself real quick, and then I'm mute yourself real quick, and once I'm Troy talk, I'm gonna come to you. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So go ahead.
Yeah. I'm going with the Saints. Mariota has quit the team. Stuff ain't right. Stuff ain't going right in the locker room, yo.
He ain't quit, yo. They know what they did, Troy? They put him on IR and try to bring the rookie in from Cincinnati to start.
Yeah, but they said he walked out and everything like, yo, you know what? F yo, I'm gone.
Yeah, because they lied and said he was hurt and trying to start that rookie from Cincinnati. I'd have walked out as well.
Because so where the game will be?
It's in New Orleans.
New Orleans?
Yeah.
I'm going with the Saints. I'm looking for the Saints to start some pride. If the Saints don't win this week, Jason and them, they got them paper bags down there, brother. They better win.
So what's the score, Troy? What's the score? What's the score?
Shit.
You straight, Troy?
You good?
Every time that fan.
Don't worry about it, Troy.
I can't hear.
Don't worry about it.
Phone ring, man.
Yeah, mute yourself, Troy. Hey, Jason, go ahead, bro.
Yo, okay, listen. I'm from Louisiana, okay?
Okay.
This is my heart. This is my soul. I'm telling you, we getting drugged. Ever since we lost Sean Payton, it ain't been right. I'm telling you right now. I watch this team. I don't miss a game. Atlanta and Saints, every time we play, it come down to the end. 1 or 2 plays into the game. I don't care who they got at quarterback. The rookie starting, okay, it don't matter. 24-20 Atlanta. And I'm a true down-hard Saints fan. That's the way our season been going. After last week, I've lost all faith in this team.
So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, Jason. Hey, Jason, let me ask you this. As a Saints fan, why are they not starting Jameis?
Let me tell you something. I've been wondering that for the past 3-4 weeks. Honestly. I can't figure it out. But I guarantee if Sean was there, Jameis would be starting.
Yeah, because they start Andy Dalton. You know what Andy Dalton is. Why not start Jameis?
You know what Andy Dalton nickname is? The
rifle.
I call him the beige water pistol. That's who he is. He ain't showed me nothing. He'll back up.
Hey yo, Jason! Shout out to you though.
Thank you, man.
Troy said that you won a pool 2 times this year. So
yeah, I won twice. Yeah,
shout out to you for your picks.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Shout out to you for sure.
Yeah.
And, let me talk about it real quick though, man. Listen to my point of view on this, right?
Okay.
So I got faith in y'all because Atlanta's starting a rookie quarterback. He never seen that kind of Saints defense, right?
Okay.
Y'all got a defense that's going to confuse him. So I think y'all went off the defense on that. And I think Alvin Kamara going to show up this week because y'all had a bye week. Y'all can come in there fresh. You got a rookie quarterback coming to the Bayou. With that noise, I think it's going to take him off kilter. They're going to have a lot of false starts, take him out of his rhythm. He don't have the kind of weapons that y'all have. But y'all squeak out the game.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Alvin Kamara, ever since this case been pending with him, he just ain't been the same this year. Something ain't right with him.
I agree.
He has not been the same player.
But I also think your line hasn't been blocking us like y'all did the year before.
Okay.
And the line has been a little shaky. So as soon as you get the ball, the guys are all on him.
That's true, too.
And I like the fact that Chris Olave is really going to be our number 1 guy. So that was a great pickup for
him. The future is bright for him.
Yeah.
The future is bright.
But I think y'all going to win. You think y'all going to lose against a rookie
quarterback? I think we're going to lose.
I think the problem is y'all coach.
I get. You got it. You hit it on the head. You seen what he did when he was with the Raiders. He's a great coordinator.
That's it.
When he was on the defensive side with us these past few years, he was great. As a head coach, no. I don't see it.
Yeah. But I think just because the fact that they got a rookie quarterback, and I think y'all will be able to score some points, and I don't think Atlanta will be able to score.
Okay.
They rely a lot on that running game, and I think y'all will stop the run. Y'all defense is still good. Y'all been banged up a little bit. So I give y'all that one.
Well, watch out. Every time Cordell Patterson plays us, he has one of his best games. It never fails. First game of the season, he had over 100 yards rushing against us. That was his best game of the season.
And I don't think y'all, that's the first game. It's kind of tough because of it's really no preseason, and that's really the third preseason game, really the first week of the season.
True.
So I think that's just what's water under the bridge. I think y'all win it, but I really believe, and this is frustrating for me, Jason, is this. I wish y'all would have been playing good football because y'all should be in first place and knocking old ass Tom Brady out of the way.
You're not lying. We had that game won. There's no way you lose that game. No way you lose that game. When I saw the Raiders lose this past week, it was a deja vu.
Same thing.
Deja vu. I was like, you got to be kidding me. How do you lose this game, man? You're not supposed to lose that game. No way.
Okay, man. So I like the content, man. So let's go to the next game. So the next game is the Dallas Cowboys, who choked it away, who should have lost last week to Houston, going against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So Jason, I'll let you talk about it first. So go for it.
Okay. Believe it or not, this is my pick. Every week I pick one or two upsets. That's how I do my pools. And this is one of my upset picks of the week. The way Jacksonville been playing, sunshine is what they call them. I just feel it in my gut. He's going to pull it off this week. I'm picking Jacksonville over Dallas. They're in Jacksonville, right? Am I correct? Okay. I think it'll be a high-scoring game. I'm thinking 30-27 Jacksonville.
I like it because they should have lost to Houston last week, and I think Dak has been playing bad football.
He sure has.
And I blame Lovie Smith for not kicking that field goal. If you kick the field goal, you put more pressure on him. You take time off the clock. He
Yes.
forced them because it's a different mindset when you got to score a touchdown than a field goal.
True.
Different mindset.
True.
I like it, Jason, because I
Okay.
think I might go that way as well. Because
Yeah, okay.
I don't trust Dallas. Go ahead, Taz.
Okay.
I'm going with Dallas this week, and I hate them. I do. I don't like nothing about the Cowboys. I think I feel like they like the Lakers right now. They're getting too much pub, but it's America's team. You know what I'm saying? We got the young fella. The young fella we already took the young fella out the game, and he up here talking crap like he didn't dominate us. You know what I'm saying? He may be good for a sack or two this game. However, I'm going 28. This is the Cowboys. This is that time of the season where they do what they do. But I'm going to go 28-21 Cowboys.
Okay, Taz. So I'm gonna take it from this perspective. They should have lost last week, and this is the Cowboys that we used to seeing. Team that can't live up to their expectations, always fall short. Their problem is they got a terrible coach on the sideline. They got a bobblehead on the sideline who gets excited, get frustrated when he's not supposed to, and don't understand how to make plays. You know, he had a Hall of Fame quarterback in Green Bay. That's why he won the Super Bowl. He don't have a Hall of Fame quarterback in Dallas who's making $40 million a year who can't make plays. So I think Trevor Lawrence, like Jason called him, Mr. Sunshine from the movie, for sure. I think he's been playing good football. The only game that really frustrated me was the game against Detroit after beating the Ravens, and he goes in there and lays an egg. But I think this week, Dallas is ripe for the picking, and they come to Jacksonville and get that L before they face the Eagles next week on Christmas Eve. I got it 28-20 Jacksonville.
I knew you was gonna come around, Jay.
Huh?
I knew you was gonna start saying like I was saying with Jacksonville. I know it. Yeah, I knew.
Hey, I never disputed your I never disputed it. I said Trevor Lawrence wasn't playing good football.
He's playing good now.
I agree. So if anybody plays fantasy football, this is a tough game because, like Jason said, it's going to be a high-scoring game. Well, if you play fantasy football,
I do.
You're going to start Trevor Lawrence. I don't know about Travis Etienne though. Travis Etienne been struggling a little bit.
He sure has.
But Zay Jones had a big game. Zay Jones had a huge game, and then the emergence of Evan Ingram, last week. So I think you start him, and you also have, I can't think of his name. Wow, who's the other receiver, Jason, for Jacksonville that came from Arizona? I can't think of it. Yeah, it's tough to think of these names.
The light-skinned guy.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I just can't think of it.
So that's
I forgot they had him. You're right.
Yeah, that's Trevor Lawrence's number one guy. So I think you start him. On the other side of the ball with Dallas, they had a two-headed monster with Ezekiel Elliott.
Pollard is on my team.
And Pollard.
He's on my team.
Yeah. So that's a double-edged sword for you, because you pick Jacksonville, but you want him to ball out.
Exactly.
So
I got Pollard starting every week.
Yeah. So Tony Pollard has emerged as the best running back in Dallas.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper is one of those. I mean, CeeDee Lamb is one of those guys where you don't know. He's week to week, so you don't know.
True.
He was better in the slot opposed to on the extra position, so you don't know what he's going to do. But you got to start him because if you in the playoffs, that means you rode him to get to the playoffs. This is the first week of the playoffs, so you got to be smart. And
True.
I was telling everybody that it's 3 games on Saturday, so don't wait to set your lineup on Sunday.
You said that, I didn't even realize. 3 games this Saturday.
3 games on Saturday, so make sure you set your lineup. And also, it's a game tonight, which you have Seattle going against San Fran. So if you have those guys in your lineup, set your lineup, or you're going to miss out.
Walker, he's my running back.
Kenneth Walker, yeah.
But I got him on the bench because he was hurt last week, so I don't know.
But he's starting this week, though, and I think Geno plays better when he starts. I think what'll happen is Geno will throw a pass to Tyler Lockett or DK Metcalf, and they get down to the 5, and he'll get an easy situation when he run the ball in.
Geno the God.
He know be shook, man. He know be shook. How many passes you think? This what I this.
Hold up, Troy. So Troy, talk about this game, right? You've been out of the loop. So we talking about the Cowboys against the Jaguars.
I know damn well the Cowboys ain't losing to the Jaguars.
Well, I picked the Jags on my show.
Hold on. They playing in Florida though, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my upset.
They gonna find a way to make it tight. And I told you, Jay, you already know how I talk about Sunshine. That's the next coming to Peyton Manning. That's the next coming to Peyton Manning. But he been turned the corner. But just like you said, Jay, about ATN, the rest of the team ain't turning with him yet.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like next year, he might be a couple pieces away because he's the next coming of Peyton Manning. Joe Burrow is the next coming of
Brady.
He's the next coming of Peyton Manning.
Okay.
I'm not answering that phone.
Man, you at work. You better answer that phone.
Now I can't hear y'all again.
Did he say Peyton Manning? He said Peyton Manning, didn't he?
But yeah, I can hear y'all.
You said Peyton Manning is Trevor.
Go ahead, Troy. Give me a score. Troy.
Dallas gonna pull away, and it's gonna be interesting. They might go in halftime down. They gonna get in his face, yo. That defense, the Dallas defense, gonna carry him. It's gonna be an interesting game. 24-20 Dallas.
Yeah, I had it 28-20 Jacksonville. Jason had it. What you have, Jason?
30-27 Jacksonville.
What you had, Taz?
I had 28. I had
28-24?
Yeah, it was 28-24
Dallas.
Cowboys, Dallas.
See, Dallas not gonna lose no more games, right? Dallas gonna do what they got to do. They're gonna keep doing what they got to do. And then the last game of the season when they play the Redskins, they're gonna do us a favor and walk us in the back door.
Correct.
They're gonna sit everybody down. But Jay and Taz, because I was quiet, I couldn't say nothing. Y'all couldn't hear me when y'all said this. I'm gonna give y'all team credit, man. When they say y'all ain't playing nobody, y'all ain't playing nobody. Y'all playing everybody just like everybody else, right? Don't y'all ever let nobody say y'all ain't play nobody.
Here we go.
Cause y'all 12 and what?
Here we go.
Oh, you Eagles. I like the Eagles.
No, you went like this?
Yo,
no.
Listen.
Y'all 12 and skin.
12 and skin.
Whatever, man. Let's get to the next. On to the next game, man. On to the next game. Yo, stop riding on one game, yo. We beat y'all as well. Let's go to the next game, man.
Hey, so the next game, what it is.
Yeah, we beat y'all by 14. Y'all beat us by 11.
Don't ever let nobody say y'all ain't play nobody. Because the Skins is somebody.
Who's your team, JW?
I'm Eagles.
Okay, you Eagles.
Both of them Eagles. Both Eagles. Okay,
yeah.
I got you. Okay.
But see,
I like
Troy,
the Eagles.
But Troy, you're not gonna talk about y'all time with the Giants though. But we'll leave that one alone.
Man, we're gonna beat the brakes off the Giants. Chase Young coming back. We put him on a pitch count.
He been coming back for 3 weeks. You know that,
right? All right, look, wait till we get the our game.
No problem.
Because they moved the game. They moved the game to prime time.
I don't know why.
They moved it from daytime to prime time.
Okay.
Technicality. That's all that was.
Yeah, all right.
So the next game is the Arizona Cardinals at the Denver Broncos. This is the toilet bowl, right? We got Kyler Murray. God bless Kyler Murray. He got hurt. I think he tore his ACL, so he's going to be out a long time. You got Russell Wilson in concussion protocol. We got Broncos scoring averaging 13.4 points a game, and the Cardinals going with Colt McCoy. Go ahead, Troy. Since you hyped, I'll let you go first.
Just like with Mariota, they need a reason for him to be on the bench. Cardinals need a reason for Kyler Murray to be on the bench. They say when you do your scramble, take somebody. Don't get hit, because we need you for next year. Don't get hit. Take somebody and go down. Hold your knee. We gonna come and get you. and you stay home for the rest of the year, and just get ready to come back next year. I hope that's the case because I don't want to see nobody get hurt. But I think it is. Yeah, ain't nobody touching them guys. You know what I'm saying? But all right, so who the quarterback now? Colt McCoy, right?
Colt McCoy.
That's Colt McCoy is him and Gino the same guy. They shook. Both of them shook. Just like he was with the Redskins, man. He was shook. He can't wait to he tried so bad to get hurt. You see how every game hey, I'm hurt. He tried so Colt McCoy don't want to play, man. Then they playing, and then Russell Wilson. He got up with a whole helmet full of salt on his face. They want to sit him down for the rest of the season.
Yeah, he trash.
Denver does have a defense. I've been going with Denver all year and been losing with Denver all year. Waiting for Russell Wilson to turn into Russell Wilson.
No.
But I'm going to have to go with him again because their defense is better. Both of them playing backup quarterback. I'm going to have to go with Denver again, man. Maybe a star be born in this guy. Who's starting for Denver?
Some dude named Brett Ripken.
Wow. Is that Mark Ripken's son?
And,
I don't know.
And I'm going for Denver, and the score going to be 5-2. Denver going to kick a field goal, get a safety. First, Cardinals going to come out and get a safety. Then Denver going to get a safety, and they kick a field goal in the fourth quarter.
That's terrible.
You watch that? Don't watch that game because you're going to sleep.
So basically, you're saying the Colorado Rockies against the St. Louis Cardinals.
That's what it looks
a
like.
baseball game. A baseball game.
5-2.
Oh man.
5-2 Denver.
Okay, go ahead, Jason.
13-10 Denver. Nothing else to be said. Both teams trash. 13-10 Denver.
Facts.
And I've been riding Denver all year. Denver and the Raiders.
Go ahead,
Waiting
Taz.
for them to get wins.
24.
24.
That's the total score?
16. 24, 16. Arizona. Y'all remember
You
this?
think what you think? You think Colt McCoy gonna come out there and get his life?
He just gotta get the ball to the right man. And we all know who that is. Give the ball to your receiver.
D-Hop.
D-Hop. Let D-Hop do what he gonna do. I think Denver done mailed it in. I think everybody's so mad at Russell over there in Denver.
Oh yeah, they been mailed it in.
Russell should have came to DC.
For
That's
what?
where he messed up.
I wish he would have. I wish he would have came to DC.
What?
I wish he
He'd
would
been
have.
perfect for it. If you think about it, Heineke played like Russell for real. Extend the play.
Nah, I'd rather Heineke over him, man. For real.
Man, Russell was Super Bowl champion. Don't
Come on, man.
Put some respect on Russell's name, man.
I put some respect on his name, but come on, man. You see how he's been playing.
Russell don't supposed to scramble as much as he do. Sometimes I want to see him get back and boom.
I'm gonna tell you what happened to Russell. See, when he was abstinent, he was all right. Russell's legs is weak.
Nah, man. So
Russell's legs is weak.
So
I don't blame him though.
Yeah, but listen, guys, the problem with Russell Wilson is the coach. Thackett was set up to coach Aaron Rodgers, and because Aaron Rodgers didn't come, Russell Wilson should have went to the Commanders because he's a politician. He could have played football and went into the Senate or something like that. So that's what Russell Wilson is. If Thackett would have got Rodgers, that team would look totally different. But he had in his mind he was getting Rodgers, and Russell comes with a different kind of You can't have the same kind of offense you have for Aaron Rodgers for Russell Wilson. That's why he looks like trash.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm just watching the game. Them boys in the 49ers out there hitting Troy.
Hey, took already.
Hey, them boys is hitting already.
Gino shook already. Look at it. Gino shook. He done.
Yo, yeah. San Francisco defense is ridiculous.
They the real deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that's gonna carry you. And you know who's gonna look just like him? Wait till Sunday night when my boy Chase Young come out there.
Okay.
I've been waiting to see this for 3-4 years now.
Yeah, I know you have.
I've been waiting to see it because them Alabama boys, they turned the corner. Sweat, he turned the corner.
Okay.
Now we just waiting on Chase Young to meet.
All right, y'all. Listen. We'll get to that game, Troy. Let me tell you the score.
Yeah.
Man. Come on, calm it down, yo. We'll get to that soon. So I got the Broncos winning 10-9, like against the Ravens. So they're gonna reverse it. They lost 10-9 to the Ravens. They'll beat the Broncos 10-9.
Got it.
As far as fantasy, it's tough. You got backup quarterback, so you don't know what's going to happen. Jerry Jeudy might score. On the Cardinals side, with Colt McCoy, of course, D-Hop is going to be good. You got James Conner in the backfield, who's played pretty good against the Patriots, so we don't know. I got James Conner, but I'm on a bye, so I'm just sitting back and relaxing and see who gonna win.
Dang.
So the next game is the New England Patriots against the struggling Las Vegas Raiders with Josh, I don't know what you're doing, McDaniels as a coach. So this is one of those games where the Raiders, after losing that heartbreaker, coming back, how are they going to bounce back from that? Go ahead, Jason. I'll let you start first.
I like the Raiders, man. They've been up and down all year. But if they just put it together, it seemed like one game, you look at them one game and you be like, when they beat the Chargers, you like, dang, all this talent they got. You know. And then the next game, you like, what's up with the offensive line? What's up? It seems like, I think Josh McDaniels' offensive scheme is so difficult for them to learn. They still trying to learn. I think they're still trying to learn his offensive scheme. He's one of those coaches that's he's a good coach, but it takes a lot out of the players to learn his system. And once they get it down packed, they're gonna be all right. Because they got a squad. That running back, he leading the league and everything.
Jacobs. Yeah, Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. But it's just something with Carr, man.
That's the question right there.
He a crybaby. He always crying.
He was crying on TV. I know.
He always crying. When he got hit that couple years ago, broke his arm and stuff, he was crying. He was crying with
national TV on ESPN, crying.
He always crying. He a crybaby. He be pacified.
But I'm picking the Raiders. 24-17 Raiders.
Cool. Go ahead, Troy. Since you have a lot to say, go ahead, Troy.
I'm going with Belichick. You gotta account for Belichick once again.
I got you.
You gotta account for Belichick. Belichick know he playing against a crybaby. He gonna pick Belichick gonna pick him apart. Take everything Carr does good, Belichick gonna take away. He's gonna take away
Devontae Adams.
He's gonna take away Adams and he's gonna stop the run. And they just gonna manage the game, try to win the field position. Ugly game. 23, because the Raiders, they're going to be in position. They're going to stay in position. It's going to be interesting. The Raiders are just going to find a way to lose.
Okay.
They're going to find a way to lose. And when you put one coach, you can't be looking for a way to lose on is Belichick. You know what I'm saying? So Belichick going to call a good game. 23-16. Ugly score. 23-16. New England.
Okay.
Cool. So the game is in Las Vegas. If it was in New England, I would go with you on that. I think Mac Jones don't have any weapons. Ramondo Stevenson hurt his ankle last week. They had to bring the third and fourth running back off the field. They don't have outside weapons. You got Hunter Henry at the tight end. But I think they can't stop both. I don't think they'll be able to stop the run and stop Devontae Adams. The stats say if Devontae Adams have 100 yards, they've been 5-0 this season. I don't know why last week they stopped throwing to Devontae Adams, because if he'd got 100 yards, they'd have won that game. He had 79 yards in the first half, and they got no catches in the second half. I don't know what Josh McDaniels is thinking about. If you know the stats, you understand that. Get Devontae Adams the ball. I got the Raiders winning the game. I think if Ramon Stevenson is not able to play, they will not be able to run the game, and they will struggle to score. So I got it 24-18 Las Vegas.
They're not going to stop them. I ain't saying they're going to stop the run, but they're going to field position. They're going to get a short field and wait for Carr to mess up.
Good point. Because Carr has been throwing a lot of interceptions. But from a fantasy standpoint, because we know this is fantasy playoffs, Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs. And on the other side, I don't know who you start. If Ramondo Stevenson don't start, I don't know who you start on the other side of the ball.
No.
So it's tough.
Carr be throwing interceptions in the end zone.
He good for 1 or 2 a game.
In the end zone.
Yeah.
And anybody that had Derek Carr last week on the fantasy, in the last week of fantasy, he gave you 0.53 points and you lost the game. So I wouldn't touch Derek Carr this week.
Do y'all both play fantasy?
I do.
No, I don't play.
What place you in right now?
I'm in 6 leagues, man. So
man,
I'm in 6 leagues, and I run 3 leagues myself.
Okay, I run one myself.
So in the 3 leagues I run myself, in my main league I'm 12-2, first place.
Okay.
In the second league I run, I'm 8-6 in 4th place. And in the other league that I started this year, I didn't make the playoffs. I was 6-8, and I fell out of the playoffs because of Kyler Murray.
Okay, is it a money league or just one bragging? Right?
All money. All money.
That's what's up. Me too.
So basically in the leagues I'm in 6 leagues. One league I'm 13-1 in first place.
Wow.
12-2 is in first place, and I'm 8-6 in the other 3 leagues.
So you're 13-1. Your quarterback is Pat Mahomes?
No, 13-1 is Jalen Hurts.
Oh, okay. My quarterback Pat Mahomes. Okay.
Yeah, Jalen. So I got Jalen Hurts in 2 leagues. I got Joe Burrow in 2 leagues, and I got Justin Herbert in 1
Nice.
league.
Smoking Joe.
Yeah.
I like Smoking Joe.
Yeah, I like Joe too.
So we have the Tennessee Titans, who's on a 2-game losing streak, going into LA against the Chargers. What I don't understand about Miami, the Chargers are giving up 5.4 yards per carry against the run. You try to go into Los Angeles and throw the ball around, and you saw what happened.
Yeah. So
I think the Titans coming in after losing 2 games are going to try to pound Derrick Henry on the Chargers. But go ahead, Troy. I'll let you take it.
Exactly what you said. And exactly what you said. And exactly what the hell was Miami thinking? Miami, I could have won the pool last week if Miami would have won. You know what I'm saying? What was they thinking? And they giving up, you said they giving up close to 5 a carry. Man, Derrick Henry going to come in there and run between the tackles. He going to break one. And then he going to grind them out the rest of the game. I don't know when he going to break. He might break it. He might break it early second half because they gonna come out. It's gonna be a heavy dose of Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry gonna have a damn good day. I'm looking for Derrick Henry to have 150 yards. 27 carries, 150 or 150-something yards, 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns. Then they gonna suck them up, play action. Tannehill might throw something.
Who you gonna throw to?
A wide receiver.
Who?
A wide receiver. A wide receiver. Our NFL wide receiver. That the defensive back, because they gonna run so much, they gonna get them with the play action. You might see a flea flicker.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a wide open wide receiver. They gonna score 3 touchdowns. That's 21. 27. 27. Miami just falling off, man.
Yeah.
27, 27-13.
So you think the Chargers only going to score 13 points?
Wow.
I mean, the Chargers, yeah. Because
Wow.
that defensive leader ain't there. What's his name ain't playing, right? The boy from Florida State.
No, he ain't
Derwin
played
James.
last week. You talking about Derwin
James.
Yeah.
He
No,
not
he
playing.
He playing this week. He ain't played last week.
Oh, he playing this week, but he ain't 100%.
Don't matter.
Probably
He
not.
out there.
He's coming back on Friday. They're back against the wall, but Tennessee know they need this game. Tennessee know they can run the ball against them, and that's what's going to happen.
So that's funny. Even though you got Justin Herbert all the way up here, you saying they only gonna score 13 points. That's
Wow.
interesting.
Yeah, they because they, for one thing, Tennessee gonna put together some long drives and take the ball out their hands.
Okay, I feel that. I feel
They
that.
gonna put it so he ain't gonna, and all they get with them long drives, all they gotta do is get some 3 and out, and they gonna get that.
Cool. Go ahead, Jason.
Do you really believe Tennessee is a playoff team?
Yeah,
Troy,
yeah,
you got to be kidding me.
In that division, they are.
yeah.
Okay.
Because
They can win.
one thing about playoff teams, you got to be able to run that ball,
Okay.
and they can run the ball.
They can run the ball. I give you that. But
And December and January, you got to be able to run that ball, son.
yeah, that's true too. But this is a passing league, and you know it. And Justin Herbert is another one. All them weapons he got. That running back, man, he's a beast.
Eckler.
Eckler, he's a beast. All those wide receivers. I just cannot see the Chargers losing this game. I just don't see it. They have too many weapons. You can't beat a team if you're one-dimensional. I just don't see it. And the Tennessee Titans are one-dimensional. Yeah, he might get his yards, big boy. He might get 150 like you say. He might get 2 touchdowns, but Chargers got too much offense for him.
They know what's coming, but they can't stop it.
Okay. I'm going with the Chargers. 28-17 Chargers.
I like it. Yeah, I like it, Jason.
Thank
And the Titans have gotten beat up 2 weeks in a row.
Exactly.
I think Tannehill has an ankle injury. He's struggling. Exactly. They have no weapons on the outside.
One-dimensional.
Yeah, Trayvon Burks still in the concussion protocol. Might be coming back this week, but every time that Herbert had Mike Williams and Keenan Allen on the field, that was the first time he had him on the field last week. And you saw what he did.
Yes.
Mike Williams he was incredible. So there's no way that Tennessee can stop those guys on the outside perimeter. Tennessee is good against the run, so they might slow down Eckler. But Justin Herbert is a monster, man.
Yes.
And Tennessee can't score. So I got it just like you. I got it 28-17. And even though I think Sean Payton will be the Chargers coach next year.
Wow.
Because that coach.
You got some inside news I don't know about?
Sean Payton said he want to be in a warm climate with a good quarterback.
Oh, you just hurt my heart.
So because of that, Justin Herbert was the only great quarterback last year that they made the playoffs because of that coach.
Okay.
They was playing Oakland, the Raiders, when he called the timeout and Oakland was going to go for the tie and both of them would have made it. He just don't have it as a coach. He make dumb decisions, and he lost some games because of him. And I think they will not make the playoffs again. And here comes Sean Payton next year.
That would be a smart decision if they did hire him.
And he will overtake Sean McVay in LA.
Bold statement. I like it.
Yeah, so I got 28-17. Like you said, I got the Chargers winning. I got Mike Williams and Keenan Allen having a good game. Austin Eckler doing his thing. And Justin Herbert being who he is. On the other side of the ball, of course, Derrick Henry is going to ball. I got him on my team, so I hope he do ball. I got Justin Herbert as well. So I want both of them to play good so I can get to that championship. You know how it is. Fantasy football is real.
That's it.
Fantasy football is real. Next game, we got Smoking Joe. The Bengals are going against the struggling Buccaneers.
My boy.
Go ahead, Jason. I'll let you take it first.
Joe Cool. Troy, you already know. That's my boy. You know what's going on.
Here he go.
What you mean, here he go?
Here go Joe Cool.
You already know what's going
Like
on.
his
But you
man,
know what? To be
yeah.
honest, it's going to be closer than what people think. Because you know what thing? That Tom Brady, I don't care how much you hate him, which I do, he going to keep it interesting. And I do think Joe Burrow will outplay him. I do think it'll be a closer game than most people might think. It's in Cincinnati, right?
No, it's in Tampa.
Oh, it's in Tampa.
It's in Tampa.
Okay.
Wrong weapon.
Okay.
So no weather considerations, and they
Okay.
just got smoked by San Francisco 35-7.
Yeah, he gonna come out with some vengeance. You know Tom. Tom, the reason why I won my last pool. So, even though I hate him, I picked him. But I think my boy Joe Cool, he's the next coming of Tom Brady. He got the poise, man. He just got
I say
it
Joe
all.
Montana.
Yeah.
Next coming to Joe Montana.
Hey, you heard his interview today. I don't know if you've seen his interview today. He said he's not the best at anything, but he has the best of all those greats in him. He's not saying he's the best quarterback at any particular.
I like it.
But he said he has the best of all of those quarterbacks in him. I love that.
Yeah, so pretty much you say he's jack of all trades.
Exactly.
But see, Jason, I say he the next coming to Joe Montana, not Tom Brady.
I say Tom Brady too.
I
say he's
like
next coming to Tom Brady.
Okay.
I think Joe Montana because he's so cool.
Yeah.
You see how Joe was cool. Yeah.
Yeah. He never
Man,
gets
Joe
wrapped.
Montana had the best 2 wide receivers, the best running back, the best fullback.
So
And a good
hold on. So
And
you don't
a
think
defense.
you don't think Joe Burrow got Chase, Higgins,
boy.
and Joe Mixon? Same thing.
I like one thing I like about the Bengals, that no-name defense. This time of year they start playing D. I'm gonna call it right now.
And another thing they improved on, which they sucked at, was that offensive line. They finally protected him. And if they protect him, he gonna pick. He gonna, like you used to say, Troy. He gonna open heart surgery on you.
Yeah.
That's what Joe do.
Joe gonna do his thing. He gonna operate on him.
31.
I'm calling it right now.
31-23. Bengals.
Joe Cool.
31-23.
Go ahead, Troy. Go ahead. Say Tom Brady like you did last week when I told you what was going to happen. Go ahead.
Tom Brady ain't gonna make it out. He ain't gonna make it through the whole thing. They're gonna put his ass out.
You think they gonna put him out?
Yeah. That no-name defense, somebody gonna get to him. Somebody gonna hit his ass. Somebody gonna put the pads on him. Tom Brady got a lot on his mind.
What he got on his mind?
ESPN let him go today.
Who?
ESPN.
What you mean they let him go?
Some kind of contract. Some company got with them. They let him go today.
Dang. Okay.
Then the stuff he's going through with his wife.
Yeah.
He's showing her ass. And Tom Brady, he gonna end up like Brett Favre, yo. He wanna go down
Playing
on his
too
sword.
long.
He wanna go down on his sword. He wanna get carried off the field. And I think the Bengals gonna help him with that.
Okay.
I think the Bengals gonna help him with that. Just like San Fran was all over him last week. That's how the Bengals gonna be on his ass.
Hey, them boys were hit.
And then you got Mixon coming back.
Mixon came back last week.
Well, Mixon
he was
back.
back.
Yeah, he back in the fold.
But that boy P-Ron been playing good.
Oh yeah, P-Ron to run that ball.
Yeah.
When P-Ron had on maroon and gold, he couldn't hold on to the damn ball. But I mean, he got his thing together. I got him winning by at least 10.
Okay.
30-20.
Okay.
Bengals gonna put up some points. 30-20. Bengals.
Okay.
Where'd Jay go at?
I don't know. Where you at in the office?
Try to do something. Damn. I think that's it.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Troy.
Right before the Redskins time. Oh no,
Yeah.
it ain't that. Get your ass back in here.
Oh.
Don't go off before these Reds. Get your ass back in here, Jay. Get your ass back in here. I'm gonna take it upon myself
Go ahead. What
to
you
go
got?
to the Redskins game.
What about it? I picked y'all.
You better.
You
A
know I
lot of
did.
people did. Everybody's circling the Redskins on them pool sheets.
You just
But-
not gonna ever call them the Commanders, huh?
No, I'm skinned for life. You know that. I'm skinned for life.
All right.
But we tied them 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Philly did what I wanted them to do to them. You know what I'm saying? Bang them
Yep.
up.
Yep.
And we just rested all last week. Prime time. BC. Return to Chase Young. Number 99. Bring him in. They say he's going to be on a pitch count. 12 to 18 plays.
What, third downs?
Bring him in the third down.
Okay.
Bring him in on third downs.
All right.
Every first half, every third down.
All right.
And then take it from there. He looking good. Then you might can do some second and third.
Okay.
But keep him on that pitch count. Meet me at the quarterback. We gonna get a couple turnovers. We and what's the name banged up? Barkley banged up. Barkley kills us every time he plays it.
Oh, he
But
hurt. Is he
banged up.
playing? Is he playing or is he hurt?
He playing. He
Oh,
He
got,
playing. He was banged up last week.
he got neck injury.
Yeah,
Oh.
neck injury, man. Surely need to sit down. But a week of rest, man. We tied him last time we played him.
Yeah.
A week of rest in DC, prime time. Return to Chase Young to give us a spark. Ain't no reason we supposed to lose
All right.
that game.
49ers just scored.
Ain't no reason we supposed to lose that game. Stick to the script. Heineke managed the game. I just want us to go deep. Just go deep more often. And Skins 27-13.
Dang.
Okay, so after y'all tied with them 2020, you won 27-13.
Yeah.
Y'all the y'all the better team. Y'all should have beat them the first time. So I don't know why y'all beat them the first
Right,
time.
we came out, jumped on them,
Yeah.
and took our foot out the gas like Rivera do. When we was up on that ass, we came out. We got that quick turnover on them. We ain't put it in the end zone, man. We got to put that ball in the end zone. But Rivera, if you out there listening, man, go deep. Go deep more often. You might get a pass interference. Go deep. Your defense is playing good.
Yeah.
If you throw interference, if you throw an interception at the 10, that's a punt.
Yeah.
Come on, yo. Go deep.
Yeah, I mean,
With 27-13. 20,
Okay.
No, I'm going to take that back. I'm going to take it back again. The Chase coming back. 27-10. Because we gonna put that pressure on Danny Downs. That Danny Downs was running it too. Design runs and all that. Run this week.
Hey, what
Run
they call
this
him?
week.
What they call him? Vanilla something.
Run this week. Run. Hey, they call him Vanilla something. Well, if he run this week, his name gonna be
No,
Banana.
they call him
Split.
Vanilla Vic.
His name gonna be Banana Split. Run this week.
Hey, don't be talking about Vanilla Vic.
Run this week.
All right.
Go ahead, Jason.
All right. Yeah, I got the Skins big, man. Big. 27-16. Skins all day. I've
Yeah,
been
I
rolling with your boys most of the season, Troy.
Yeah,
As you see.
I see you.
Yeah, I've been rolling with them. That
Yeah.
defense is nice. I like what they did. I like how they shut down Atlanta in that one game. I was like, okay, I see something. Yeah, that ain't nice.
What
I got
about how
the
we went up Philly and beat up an undefeated Philly
There
team?
you
Yeah.
go.
Beat them up. Had
Yeah.
them crying. He fake masked them. He fake masked. No, we was out there hitting.
Yo, you know what's so funny?
Jason,
No.
they on the show. Oh, so you ain't see the face mask. You ain't see the face mask. You know what I said?
What?
Damn right I saw it, but the ref didn't.
So this is
It
coming
ain't my
from.
job to see.
But this is coming from a guy that just tied with the Giants.
Yeah,
So-
that's true too.
So really, you can keep
Yeah.
talking and talking about
Sure,
one victory. Even though we beat y'all by 14, y'all beat us by 11. So who cares?
Okay.
It don't matter. It
Y'all
don't matter.
12 Redskins, man.
Yeah, it don't matter. Y'all tied with the Giants, and y'all should never beat with a non-talented,
We tied
But listen. Go ahead, man. Listen, I'll let you talk. But listen to this: with a non-talented team, one-dimensional team, y'all battle to a 2020 tie. That's totally ridiculous. You want to keep talking about? You keep talking about commanders.
On the week off,
Y'all should have had it. Y'all should have blew them out like
on the
we
week
did.
off. Don't worry about it. We tied with them, but it's going just like I said. On the week off, we went ahead a half a game on them.
Okay.
That's fine.
Now
That's
all
okay.
we got to do is do what we supposed to do, and we'll be up. We'll kick them out the division. They done.
Yeah. So y'all should have did that the other week when y'all played them as well. But I got y'all winning. I got y'all winning because y'all a more talented team. So a more talented team shouldn't go to a 2020 tie. So I got y'all winning big because the Giants are one-dimensional. You got to hurt Saquon Barkley. You got Daniel Jones who don't have no outside weapons. So y'all should win 24-13. Y'all should win by a substantial amount. If y'all tie again, man, next week we come on the show, I'm going to have a lot to say to you. That's all I'm saying to you. That's all I'm saying to you. If y'all tie again and we come on the show, when we come on the show next week, I'm going to have a lot to say to you. I don't have that much to say to you now because you've been talking all this and all this and all that. If y'all tie with these guys again or lose to the Giants, you should have a Giants jersey on or a Giants hat on next week if y'all lose.
It ain't happening, man. Don't even worry about that. It ain't
Troy,
happening.
he picked with his heart, not his head sometimes.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
With his heart.
Troy, I picked Atlanta to win this week.
Well, you
Yeah, he picked Atlanta, but I don't think the Saints going to win that game, man. Not with a rookie quarterback.
Oh, I picked Atlanta.
So
you talking about the Saints? I'm going with the Saints.
I picked Atlanta.
So from a fantasy standpoint, you don't start Tyler Heineke because you don't know what he's going to do. Yeah, you don't start him. You start Gibson in the backfield, of course.
Yeah.
Brian Robinson. Who's going to be running the ball. You know. Who's your wide receiver, man? I can't think of his name.
McLaren.
Sure.
Scary Terry.
Yeah, Scary Terry. No, McLaren. I'm going to call him McLaren.
And then we got Sims coming back this week, too.
And y'all got Jahan Dotson, who made that big play against them to tie the game up last week.
Coming back this week, too.
So, yeah,
I'm still waiting for Dotson to break out. They need to let Dotson return some punts. Like he's doing at Penn State.
That's all your heart, yo. So let's go to the last game of the week. And let me give my score for that Cincinnati Buccaneers game because I had to step away. So I'm going Cincinnati 31-17. The Bucs can't score.
Wow.
They barely.
Blowout.
Yeah, they got beat 35-7 against San Francisco. San Francisco don't have the kind of weapons that Cincinnati has.
Okay.
And San Francisco started a Mr. Irrelevant at quarterback. You starting Joe Cool against that defense that's been underachieving, and they can't run the ball. If you can't run the ball against Cincinnati, you done. So I got it. Certainly Joe going out there doing his thing. Jamar Chase going to have a big game, 2 touchdowns, like a 175.
I need that. He on my team. I need that. He on my team.
Yeah. So the last game is the Los Angeles Baker the Bus Rams.
Another
going against Aaron Rodgers, who shouldn't have never let Devontae go leave Rodgers. That's the Monday night game. I don't know who's going to be watching it. I don't know if you have anybody in fantasy because you shouldn't.
Nope.
You shouldn't. So this is a game that's going to just be on TV with bad viewership because nobody's going to be watching.
Is Aaron Rodgers playing? Is he playing?
Yeah, he's playing.
Know. He should be. But go ahead, Jason. We shouldn't spend as much time on this because this is an irrelevant game.
It's in Green Bay?
It's in Green Bay.
It's going to be cold?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Packers. Rams have not, they doing what most Super Bowl teams do that make it to the Super Bowl and win it. They doing what they supposed to do. Get drugged the next year. And that's how they've been playing. They playing in the cold, Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers. I don't too much care for Aaron Rodgers.
Baker took them boys downfield.
Oh, you got to be kidding me with this Baker. Don't you go there.
Baker used to play in the cold. Baker used to playing in the cold. Cleveland. What? Cleveland.
What cold he used to play in?
Oh yeah, he played in
Oklahoma?
Cleveland. No, he was
No,
Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns.
Oh,
Cleveland Browns.
yeah. Did he even start?
Baker took them boys downfield, and he ain't even start. If he would have started, it probably would have been better than what they.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers is how I treat Tom Brady in primetime night games. You don't bet against him. That's how I treat him.
That's true.
You know, primetime night games, him and Tom Brady, I don't bet against. Green Bay, 24-20. Green Bay.
All right. Go ahead, Troy.
All right. Green Bay, Tampa Bay. The Bay is over. We are witnessing the changing of the guard. Some people still in denial. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was in denial until them Skins beat Green Bay. Giants beat Green Bay. They done, yo. It's over.
I get it.
The Green Bay.
Philly beat Green Bay.
Philly beat Green Bay. The Green Bay is the doorknob team this year. Everybody getting their turn, yo.
But you know what's funny? Dallas, the only team in the division, they didn't beat Green Bay.
Wow.
They beat Dallas?
Yes.
Wow.
Damn.
They sure did.
So, with that being said, but keep in mind though, the Rams, I think they set the whole defense. Donald out. I heard they sitting Ramsey out for the rest of the year.
Season over. They know it's over.
But with that being said, what's name got the same defense? Green Bay don't have no defense either. Baker is on that high. I think Baker gonna get busy again. Baker looking for a job.
He ain't gonna get one.
I think Baker gonna make them have some questions next year because Baker, he got the youth, and Stafford, he looking like he on his last leg. I think Baker looking for a job. Baker, he still auditioning. Baker he took him. He came back last week, and I think Baker gonna continue. I'm gonna go to Rams. Ain't no defense gonna be played.
Wow.
Rams. It's gonna be a little shootout. 31-28 Rams.
Wow.
I don't believe in Baker. Baker the bus. He spent he spent too much time making commercials.
Yep.
And they won anything. So with everybody sitting down on the defense, Aaron Rodgers, they run the ball with Aaron Jones, and the rookie Watson gets loose, and they win the game. I got it 20-24 to 13. Green Bay. I don't think the Rams will be able to score. Baker had his little high moment last week.
One hit wonder.
Yeah, that should never happen. So, from a fantasy standpoint, if you have Aaron Jones, you have no choice because that's one of your high picks. You start him. Watson has been hot. And on the other side, Vance Jefferson, no. Cam Akers, no. Baker Mayfield, no. So, that's it, folks. You know,
Baker was slinging that thing last week.
Nah, stop it.
Look, if you think about it, I always said Heineke and Baker Mayfield the same player.
No.
Baker Mayfield just got a tad stronger arm, and he stepped into his throws. But they're the same player, man.
Baker Mayfield is an overrated. The Browns should have took Josh Allen, and they would have been in the Super Bowl. Plain and simple. By taking Baker Mayfield, you set yourself back 5 years. That's why they had to make the crazy trade for Deshaun Watson. If you take Josh Allen, who's built for that cold weather, and the way he plays with that kind of team that they had, with that running game and that defense what they had when they picked him, they'd have been in the Super Bowl. Decision making. Baker Mayfield wasn't even the top. He went number one. Nobody was talking about Baker Mayfield going number one. Terrible draft. You pick him. If you pick Josh Allen, where would you be at?
True.
Just like Miami. If they pick Justin Herbert, where would they be at instead of Tua?
True.
Miami really dropped the ball on that. They damn sure should have picked her.
All right.
Well. This week. We come here every week at 6:30 on Thursdays. We talk fantasy football. We talk pro football. We pick games, and we make you a little bit smarter from our perspective. So make sure you tap in and you join us every week. I'm Jay. This is Jason. This is T Money. And we'll be here every week. We also had Tez who dropped off. Look for us next week. Fantasy football is rapid right now. We have the playoffs. Make sure you set your lineups. We have 3 Saturday games. And make sure.
All right, man. Appreciate you, Charles.
All right.
Nice meeting you, Jason.
All right, J-Dub. Good meeting you, man.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem.
We keep it popping. We keep it popping. We keep it popping. There's something about you, yeah. Everybody wants you and I know it. I really want you back, but I can't show it. Seeing in my eye, like how you glowing. I'm tryna whip the wheel, but I can't focus. Casamigo got me speeding while we rolling. Sun shining on our skin, feeling golden. There's something about you. All that laughing, girl, you know you in. About your money and you.